Hi, I'm Pamela from Pamela's Patterns and welcome to my studio. Today I will be showing you how to ruche a sleeve from Pamela's Patterns number 115, the Softly Pleated Dress. This dress features soft pleats and a couple of different necklines and a few different sleeve options as well. This is the ruched sleeve, which gives some gentle gathers right at the wrist. What I'm wearing here is just the plain sleeve. You've also got choices of a cap sleeve as well. Here you can see the finished ruched sleeve. It's done with elastic, and I'm going to show you how this is done. First, we need to mark the sleeve. If you choose to do the ruched sleeve option, you can see that the sleeve is very long. It has this long extension to account for the gathers that will be put in, and it's got an elastic ruching line right here. If you were going to do this just a plain long sleeve, you would simply fold up at this line for the long sleeve version. I wouldn't normally mark fabric with a felt tip marker, but for the purposes of this, so that you can see it well, I will be. I'm going to put a pin at the beginning and end of the ruching line, and then fold up, and I'll just make a little mark on the wrong side of the pattern. I'll connect the line with a ruler. And then I'll cut the elastic. The elastic I'm using is Fantastic Elastic from Pamela's Patterns. This elastic can be cut through and sewn through. I'll start with an 8-inch piece of elastic, and I'll trim it down to 3/8 of an inch wide. Now we're ready to go to the sewing machine and apply it. I've set my sewing machine for a 3-step zigzag, sometimes called a multiple zigzag, with a width of 4 and a length of 2.5. I'm going to put the sleeve into the machine so I can see that ruching line. And here's the elastic. I want to start with a tail of elastic behind the foot, maybe an inch or two, just something that I can hold on to. And I'll start my stitching right where that first dot is. The first couple stitches I take, I'm just going to hold in place so that the machine will actually be stitching over in the same place more than once, kind of like back stitching. My needle is down, and I'm going to just start a couple of inches in front of the foot, and I'm going to pull the elastic as far as I can. I want to stretch it as much as possible. Stretch it way, way out. That's going to give you the nicest ruching look. Then I grab the elastic from in back of the foot and stitch right down the middle. Okay, now I'll just repeat that. Take a couple inches, pull it as much as possible, grab onto the back, stitch down the middle. Okay, one more time to the end, pull as much as possible. And then I'll just hold it in place so it'll stitch back and forth over where I started. You can see the ruching here. I can cut the elastic close to the stitching My final step would be to take this to the ironing board and just steam it, and it will shrink this up even more. And you get this lovely ruching that will look really nice at the wrist.